Hello and welcome to the Mum Boss Method podcast. I am Chrissy, I am the Mum Boss, and today I would like to talk to you about why the calories and the workouts aren't enough. Now, you may listen here because you are a current client of mine. You may listen because you've just stumbled across me. You may listen because you've listened for ages, or your friend recommended you to listen to this podcast, or whatever your reason. You're here because you care about your health, you care about, perhaps you've been trying to lose weight for a while, perhaps you are menopausal, perimenopausal, postmenopausal, and you know that that's the kind of stuff I talk about. Whatever the reason you're here, there's something that I talk about, and that is food and workouts and calories and things like that. And recently I wrote a post on my social media, need a little sip, about how long-term fat loss, feeling and looking like the hottest version of yourself is more than calories and exercise, and that actually the calories aren't the most important thing when it comes to feeling and looking hotter than hell. And I stand by that, and I actually put, this is going to get me cancelled, because every coach out there, every fat loss coach out there will say to you that you need to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose body fat. And I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that calories don't matter. That's not what I'm saying. They absolutely do matter. If you want to lose body fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. If you want to maintain your weight as it is, you need to be in a calorie maintenance. Like your calories in need to match your energy out. If you want to gain weight, you need to be in a calorie surplus. Calories are a scientific fact. Calorie deniers, turn off your podcast now. Whatever method you find works for you of losing fat, whether that is working with me, whether that is Slimming World, whether that is fasting, whether it's meal replacements, whether it's taking a weight loss jab, whatever way you find works for you, it's only working because you're in a calorie deficit. But that's not the point of this podcast. I'm not here to deny the fact that a calorie deficit works. I'm here to tell you that feeling your bad self, feeling like the hottest version of yourself, being able to look in the mirror and go, yes, I look amazing, being able to put your clothes on and feel super confident in them, being able to reach your goal is more than calories and workouts. And so whether you're working with me, whether you are working with another coach, whether you are just doing this by yourself, whatever way you're doing this, even if you are doing something quite extreme, maybe considering weight loss surgery, maybe considering, or you are using weight loss drugs, it doesn't matter. People always think that the way to feeling their hottest self, their most confident self, is just about sticking to calories and workouts. And then they wonder why they can't stick to calories and workouts. I mean, little side note, if you can't stick to the plan you're on, the plan you're on isn't sustainable for you, by the way. But if you keep self-sabotaging, if you keep going for those bites, licks and tastes, if you keep, as I say to my clients, being a dick to yourself, you are not focusing on the most important thing. And the most important thing is changing your mindset and your identity around who you are and who you want to be. and changing your mindset around food, around exercise, around dieting, and recognizing that your happiness does not lie at the end of the rainbow where your goal weight sits in a pot of gold. Whatever that goal weight is, 9 stone 7, 10 stone 3, 68 kilograms, I don't care what it is. Especially if you are a woman 40 or over, for setting yourself that goal weight and looking to achieve that goal weight and believing that you are going to be your happiest, most confident, most badass, most hotter than hell version of you when you achieve that goal weight, you are very much mistaken. Because if you are just focusing on the calories and the workouts, you are not focusing on all of the groundwork that needs to be done to make it all stick. I did not get to where I am now, which by the way has taken me 10 years, by just sticking to calories and workouts. I got where I am now by doing the work that enables me to stick to calories and workouts. That is working on who I truly want to be, how I want to show up. That is working on managing things like my stress and my sleep. That is working on things like managing my negative talk and my negative internal narrative, my internal self-talk. That is working on shifting my mood when I wake up some days and just feel meh. It's working on how I shift myself out of that mood and come back to my most powerful, hotter than hell self as quickly as possible. Little lean into a story. It is currently 4:36 on Monday the 29th of September. My son's been in for approximately an hour. He walked in, and as I do every single time, I said, "How was your day?" "Not great, to be honest." And I always think, oh God, what now? Has he got detention? He walks upstairs. I lost my AirPods. Now, I'm going to be really honest. I'm cross that he's lost his AirPods. I know it's an accident. I know he, can't do much about it. I know that these things happen. He's not done it on purpose. But that's the second pair of AirPods that I've bought him, because the first pair I washed. And, he kind of was sitting in my office for a bit, and, I was a bit cross and stuff. And I just, that's the kind of thing that just would tip me over the edge for the rest of the evening. I'd be fuming. I've already sent my husband a couple of ranty messages. And then I'm shifting myself out of it because it's done. Either the AirPods will get handed in at school and he'll find them in lost property, or someone's taken them and they're gone. And that's all there is to it. But it's one of those things. I can't do anything about it. I can't drive him to school. I can't change the situation. That sounds like a really, really small example. And you're probably sitting there thinking, why are you telling us this story? I'm telling you this story because honestly, it's things like this that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago, I can, not proudly by the way, remember picking him up from school kind of 8 years ago and him telling me that this happened or that happened or he got in trouble for that. I mean, I'm making him out to sound like a really naughty boy, he's not. Or I'd got in the car and I'd forgotten to get him a snack. And he'd be like, well, I'm really hungry. And I'm like, I can't do everything, Charlie. And I'd really lose my rag at him. And if he's lost something or broken something or got his clothes dirty, I would really lose my rag at him. And it was things like that that would really knock me off for a couple of days. I'd be knocked off for that day. I'd be like, oh, well, F it, I may as well just eat a chocolate bar and like make myself feel better with food, and I'd like go into the fridge and find whatever I could, and then that would turn into the next morning I'd be like, well, I ruined it and it's Thursday, so I may as well carry on. I'll be better tomorrow. Oh, now it's Friday, and I'll just carry on and I'll start again Monday. Like always managing my emotions and my stresses with food. It has taken me years to do this work. Years. To unpick the patterns that have formed in my brain. And if you think about it logically, calories and workouts cannot help you unpick that stuff. Calories and workouts are actually the easy bit. I'm really sorry to tell you, they're the easy bit. All the mindset stuff, all the mindset work you need to do, that's the hard stuff. That's the stuff that people avoid. That's the stuff people don't want to do. I saw a client the other week, love her so much, and she's lost a couple of stone. And she's an ex-client of mine, and she's lost a couple of stone. And when I asked what she'd be doing, she said, I've changed jobs. I'm so much less stressed. I can control the emotional eating now because I'm not constantly thinking about the stress of work. You know, you provided me with all the tools, but at the time I just wasn't able to implement them because my job was so stressful. The calories and the workouts really are the most simple part of this. They are a mathematical equation. The hard stuff is doing the work in your head, learning how to motivate yourself, learning how to call yourself out on your own BS, learning how to pick yourself up when you've had a crap day. That's the stuff. Learning how to walk, talk, act, dress like you're already at your goal. And a lot of people think they don't need to do this stuff. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. I just need a kickstart for the weight loss. You do need to do this. This is the stuff that makes it stick. And honestly, you know, I have changed myself physically so much this year. And some of that was really hard to do. I only did it because of the mindset work that I've done for the 9 years previously. Can you tell I'm passionate about this? Anyway, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I want to help you with this. I don't want it to take you 9 years. On Thursday, if you are listening to this before 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, the 2nd of October, I am running a completely free masterclass. It's called Talk Dirty to Me. And it's called that because I want you to start learning how to flirt with yourself, by the way. It's called Talk Dirty to Me. You can find the details for it in the show notes. If you have missed the date, come and find me on social media and get in contact with me, and I will tell you how you can watch the replay. I am teaching you how to do the foundational pieces of this mindset work. I'm going to give you the 5 steps that I've been sharing with my Hotter Than Hell ladies in the last 3 weeks. Because I want you to get to your goals. But I don't just want you to get there physically. I want you to get there mentally as well. I want you to feel this on the inside. So come and join me at Talk Dirty to Me on Thursday the 2nd of October at 7:30 p.m. UK time. And I'm going to teach you how. Okay, goodbye. Oh, if you enjoyed this, please let me know. Please share it with your friends or someone that you think might benefit from hearing it. Okay, bye.